Hey, Cancer, I need to share something with you today, and honestly, this reading just gave me chills. I pulled cards for you about what has been happening behind the scenes, and wow, the universe is really showing me some powerful stuff here. So grab your tea or coffee and let me walk you through what came up, because this is definitely something you need to hear. Before I dive into the cards, I just want you to know that whatever has been weighing on your heart lately, whatever challenges you have been facing, the cards are about to reveal some really incredible truths. And Cancer, I have to tell you, the energy here is strong, really strong. So let me share what I am seeing. The first card that came out for you is Temperance. And oh my goodness, Cancer, do you realize what this means? This card is showing me that while chaos has been swirling around you, while people may have tried to knock you off balance, you have been doing something absolutely remarkable. You have been maintaining your center. Temperance is all about that divine balance, that ability to stay calm when everything around you is in turmoil. And Cancer, this is your energy right now. What I am seeing here is that someone or maybe multiple people have been trying to disturb your peace. They have been throwing things at you, testing you, pushing your buttons, trying to get a reaction. And you know what? The beautiful thing that Temperance is showing me is that you did not give them what they wanted. You stayed grounded. You kept your composure. This card is literally the universe saying that you have been alchemizing all that negative energy they sent your way into something golden. Think about what Temperance represents. It is the angel with 1 foot on land and 1 in water, pouring liquid between 2 cups without spilling a single drop. That is you, Cancer. You have been standing in 2 worlds, dealing with both the emotional storms and the practical realities of your situation, and somehow you have managed to keep everything flowing smoothly. The people who wanted to see you break? They are probably shocked right now because instead of falling apart, you have actually become stronger. And here is something really interesting that Temperance is revealing. This card often appears when someone has been doing deep inner work, when they have been healing and integrating different parts of themselves. So while others were busy trying to destroy you from the outside, you were busy building yourself up from the inside. They were focused on tearing you down, but you were focused on your own growth and transformation. That is such a powerful position to be in, Cancer, because it means their attacks were essentially meaningless. They could not touch the real work you were doing on yourself. The patience this card represents is also significant. Temperance is teaching you that revenge is not necessary when you have balance. You do not need to fight fire with fire. You do not need to stoop to their level. Your strength has been in your ability to stay true to yourself, to maintain your integrity even when others lost theirs. And that, my dear Cancer, is a victory in itself. Now, the second card that appeared is the Queen of Wands and Cancer. Let me tell you, this energy is fire. After everything you have been through, after all the attempts to diminish you, you are stepping into your power in a way that is absolutely magnetic. The Queen of Wands is confident, charismatic, bold, and completely unapologetic about who she is. This is your future energy, and honestly, it is already starting to emerge. What I love about this card showing up for you is that the Queen of Wands does not just survive, she thrives. She takes whatever comes her way and turns it into fuel for her passion and creativity. All those people who tried to break you, they actually just gave you material to work with. They showed you what you are made of. They revealed your own strength to you. And now you are coming out of this situation, not as a victim, but as a queen who knows her worth. The Queen of Wands sits on her throne, holding her sunflower and her wand, with a black cat at her feet. She is comfortable with her power. She is not afraid of it. And Cancer, this is where you are headed. You are learning that you do not have to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. You do not have to dim your light because someone else feels threatened by your shine. This queen energy is teaching you to own your space, to take up room, to be bold about who you are and what you want. I am also seeing that this Queen of Wands energy is going to surprise people. They thought they knew you. They thought they had you figured out. They assume that if they pushed hard enough, you would crumble. But instead, you are emerging as someone even more powerful than before. This is going to shock them, honestly. They are going to see you stepping into opportunities, attracting abundance, radiating confidence, and they are going to wonder what happened. How did their target become untouchable? And here is the thing about the Queen of Wands that I need you to understand. She does not need validation from others. She knows who she is. So all those people who tried to make you doubt yourself, who tried to convince you that you were not good enough or strong enough or worthy enough, their opinions are becoming irrelevant to you. You are finding your own internal compass, your own sense of self-worth, and it is not dependent on anyone else's approval. That is true power, Cancer. The third card is Three of Cups, and this is where things get really beautiful. After the trial by fire, after proving your strength, the universe is bringing celebration and genuine connection into your life. Three of Cups represents real friendship, authentic community, joy, and celebration. This card is telling me that not only did you survive what was meant to destroy you, but you are about to enter a period of genuine happiness and connection. What I am picking up here is that while some people were trying to tear you down, others were watching and taking notes. Real recognizes real, Cancer. The people who have true integrity, who value loyalty and authenticity, they saw what you were going through. They witnessed how you handled yourself, and they were impressed. The Three of Cups is showing me that these are the people who are going to step forward now. These are your real tribe, your actual support system. This card often appears when there is something to celebrate. And Cancer, you have so much to celebrate. You survived. You maintained your dignity. You grew stronger. You did not become bitter or cynical. You kept your heart open even when you had every reason to close it. That is huge. That deserves recognition. And the Three of Cups is saying that this recognition is coming, not just from others, but from yourself too. You need to acknowledge your own strength and resilience. I am also seeing that this period ahead is going to involve reconnecting with your joy. When you are in survival mode, when people are attacking you, it is hard to feel lighthearted and carefree. But the Three of Cups represents a return to that innocent joy, to laughter, to fun, to feeling safe enough to let your guard down. You are entering a phase where you can finally relax a little bit, where you can trust that you are surrounded by people who genuinely care about you and want to see you win. And you know what else is beautiful about this card? It represents reciprocity. The love and support you give to others is going to come back to you multiplied. All that energy you put out into the world, all that kindness and compassion, even when you were struggling, it is boomeranging back to you now. The universe keeps receipts, Cancer, and it is time for you to receive. Moving to the fourth card, we have Two of Wands, and wow, this is about vision and planning for your future. After everything you have been through, you are not just surviving day to day anymore. You are actually looking ahead and making plans. You are dreaming again. You are seeing possibilities. The Two of Wands shows a figure holding a globe, looking out at the world, contemplating their next move. That is you right now, Cancer. What I am seeing with this card is that the challenges you faced actually clarified things for you. Sometimes we need to go through difficult periods to understand what we really want, what really matters to us. The people who tried to destroy you inadvertently did you a favor because they helped you identify what you will not tolerate anymore. They helped you understand your own boundaries and values more clearly. And now you are using that clarity to plan your next chapter. The Two of Wands is about having the whole world at your feet, about recognizing that you have options and opportunities. This is significant because when people are trying to tear you down, they want you to feel trapped and limited. They want you to think you have no choices. But this card is the universe saying the exact opposite. You have so many choices. You have power. You have agency. You get to decide what comes next. I am also picking up that this planning phase involves some boldness. The Two of Wands is not about playing it safe. It is about taking calculated risks, about betting on yourself, about having the courage to go after what you really want. And Cancer, after proving to yourself that you can withstand anything, why would you hold back now? You have already been through the fire. You might as well use that hard-won strength to build something amazing. This card is also telling me that you are thinking bigger than you used to. Your vision has expanded. What you thought was possible before, that is just the starting point now. You are realizing that you are capable of so much more than you gave yourself credit for. And that realization is going to drive your decisions going forward. You are not settling anymore, Cancer. You are reaching for what you truly deserve. The fifth card that came through is the Magician in Cancer. If there was ever a card that says, you have all the power, it is this one. The Magician stands at his altar with all four suits represented, showing that he has all the tools and resources he needs. Above his head is the infinity symbol, representing unlimited potential. And this is your energy now. You are stepping into a phase where you realize that you are the creator of your reality. Think about what this means in the context of your situation. People tried to destroy you, to limit you, to define you according to their narrative. But the Magician is saying that you are the one who gets to write your story. You are the one with the power to manifest, to create, to transform your circumstances. All along, even when it did not feel like it, you were the one in control. Not them. You. The Magician is showing me that you have been learning and developing skills during this challenging time. Maybe you did not realize it at the moment, but you were acquiring knowledge, building resilience, developing your intuition, strengthening your will. And now all of those tools are at your disposal. You are not the same person you were when this all started. You are more skilled, more aware, more powerful. I am also seeing that the Magician represents a time of manifestation. Whatever you focus your energy on now is going to materialize quickly. This is both exciting and a reminder to be intentional with your thoughts and actions. The universe is basically saying, okay, Cancer, you proved you can handle the tough stuff. Now show us what you can create when you are in your power. What do you want to bring into existence? What kind of life do you want to build? And here is something really important about the Magician. This card often appears when someone is ready to step into a leadership role, to share their gifts with the world, to become a teacher or guide for others. Your experience, as painful as it may have been, has given you wisdom. You understand things now that you did not before, and there are people who need to hear your story, who need to learn from what you have been through. The Magician is encouraging you to step into that role, to use your voice, to share your magic. The final card is Four of Swords and Cancer. This is so perfect as the closing energy because it is about rest and recovery after battle. Yes, you survived. Yes, you are stronger now. Yes, amazing things are coming. But right now, you need to give yourself permission to rest. The Four of Swords shows a figure lying in repose, taking time to heal and integrate everything that has happened. What I am getting from this card is that you have been in fight mode for a while now, even if you maintained your balance and grace. Even if you handled things beautifully, it still took energy. It still required effort. And now the universe is saying it is okay to put down your sword for a bit. It is okay to step back and breathe. You do not have to be on guard all the time anymore. The immediate threat has passed. This card is also about mental and emotional recovery. When you have been through challenging situations, especially ones involving other people attacking you, it can leave marks on your psyche. The Four of Swords is encouraging you to take time for healing practices. Maybe that is meditation, therapy, journaling, time in nature, or simply being alone to process everything. Honor your need for stillness and introspection. I am also seeing that this rest period is not passive. It is strategic. The Four of Swords appears when you need to pause before your next big move. It is that moment of gathering your energy, of getting clear on your intentions, of preparing for what comes next. So yes, rest, but also use this time wisely. Reflect on what you learned. Integrate those lessons. Get really clear on who you are now after everything you have been through. And here is something beautiful about this card in your reading. The Four of Swords is telling me that you get to define what peace means for you now. After surviving attempts to destroy you, after proving your strength, you have earned the right to protect your peace fiercely. You do not owe anyone access to you. You do not have to engage with negativity. You can create boundaries that feel good to you and maintain them without guilt. So Cancer, let me bring all of this together for you because the message here is so clear and so powerful. People tried to destroy you and they failed. Not only did they fail, but their attempts actually made you stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true power. Temperance showed you maintaining balance through the storm. Queen of Wands revealed you stepping into confident, unapologetic power. Three of Cups promised genuine celebration and community. Two of Wands highlighted your expanded vision and planning for your future. The Magician confirmed that you have all the tools and power you need to create the life you want. And Four of Swords reminded you to rest and recover before your next chapter begins. What I want you to take away from this reading is that you are untouchable now in the best way. Not because you built walls, but because you built yourself. You became so grounded in who you are that external attacks just bounce off. You know your worth. You know your strength, and nobody can take that away from you. The people who tried to bring you down, they are probably confused right now about why their tactics did not work. They might even be frustrated that you are doing better than ever. But here's the thing. Their confusion and frustration is not your problem. You keep focusing on your own growth, your own healing, your own expansion. Let them wonder. Let them watch. Let them see what happens when you come for someone who is protected by their own authenticity and strength. And Cancer, I just want to say that I am really proud of you. I know I do not know you personally, but the fact that these cards came out for you tells me that you have been doing the work. You have been choosing yourself. You have been maintaining your integrity even when it was hard. That takes real courage and strength. So acknowledge yourself for that. Celebrate yourself for that. You deserve it. As you move forward, remember that you get to decide what comes next. You are not a victim of circumstances or other people's actions. You are a powerful creator with unlimited potential. The worst is behind you. The best is ahead of you. And you have everything you need to make your dreams reality. If this reading resonated with you, I would love to hear about it. What part hit home the most? Have you been feeling this shift in energy? Drop a comment and let me know because your story matters and your experience might be exactly what someone else needs to hear.